smart cat. She always fools them. But, you know, you're the only thing I have left now in the world, Puss. Ever since my father died, he left the mill and his donkey to my 2 older brothers. And he left just me with you. But what am I supposed to do with a cat? You know, my brother said I could always eat you. Oh, relax, I'm not going to. But still, what are we going to do?
Just give me a pair of boots and a sack, and I'll show you what I can do.
A pair of boots? What does a cat need a... Well, actually, no, I may have a pair that'll just fit you. Here, try these. You know, here, take my hat. You might as well.
Now, the sack.
I guess the old flour sack will do.
Whoever saw such a fine Puss in Boots?
Cat. What can a cat possibly do? Still, she's smart. I mean, look at the trick she plays on the rats and mice.
Here, master, I caught you a fine fat hen for your supper. Now we won't starve and you won't have to eat me.
What a smart cat!
They say the queen and the princess often pass by here on their walks to take in the fresh air.
Oh yes, the princess. How lovely she is.
Maybe they'll come here today. Why don't you speak to her?
Who, me, in these shabby clothes?
Well, you could take the wash in the river. Then at least you won't be so dirty.
Yeah, you're right. Good idea.
Now, watch while I take his clothes. What shall I do with this hen? There's not enough room in the bag for both. A lovely day for a walk, my dear.
Yes, if only there was some company.
Company? What do you call these people?
I mean, someone to talk to. Pardon me, Mother, but it's dull to be a princess.
Your Majesties, may I present a rabbit from my master, the Marquis of Carabas.
Tell your master I thank him. He does me a great deal of pleasure. Did you ever hear of the Marquis of Carabas?
I think so. I think if I saw him, I'd know him.
Help! Help! My lord, the Marquis of Carabas is drowning!
Huh?
Run, save the Lord!
Oh, the poor man!
Your Majesties, I am sorry to say, while my master was bathing, some thieves came and took away his clothes, and now he has nothing to wear.
What a mean trick! Lady, run to my husband's wardrobe and fetch a suit for his lordship.
I cannot wait to meet this noble lord.
And I as well. But I still can't remember to whether we have met him before.
I think we have met him before, Mother.
Really? Where? Is it the ball?
Yes, we have all.
Your Majesties, may I present my lord, the Marquis of Carabas.
How may I ever thank you, Your Majesty?
Be pleased to join us for a walk, my piece?
I'm so glad you're not drowned.
1,000 thanks, Your Highness.
The land to which they are headed belongs to an evil ogre, and the people there would gladly take my master as their new lord. But I've also heard that the ogre is a powerful sorcerer who can transform himself into all kinds of animals. Still, I will deal with him shortly. If you are asked, dear fellow, as to whose lands these belong to, be sure to tell the queen that they belong to your master, the Marquis of Carabas.
What a fine meadow! To whom does it belong?
The Marquis of Carabas! As you can see, Your Majesty, gives a good crop every year.
And yonder castle is yours? Will you lend us hither?
I'll go and prepare everything.
I would be pleased to, Your Majesty.
What's that, cat?
If it please you, sire,
I could not pass so fine a castle without paying my respects to you.
Sit down here. You've heard of me then?
Yes, I have heard of your great powers, but I must say I cannot believe all I hear. They say you even have the power to transform yourself into an animal, like a lion or an elephant.
And you don't believe it? Well, you'll see. Roar! Scared you, didn't I?
Yes, I must admit, I was a little scared. But there is one more thing they told me that I still cannot believe.
What's that?
They said you could even transform yourself into a rat or a mouse. But of course, you couldn't make yourself as small as all that.
Oh, I couldn't I? Well, I'll show you.
There. That's the last of Mr. Ogre.
May I present to you Her Majesty the Queen, Her Royal Highness the Princess, and His Lordship the Marquis of Carabas, ma'am.
Welcome, your majesties, to the home of the Marquis of Carabas.
What a splendid castle you have, my lord.
I thank you, your majesty.
You have a most uncommon castle.
Yes, as clever as she is beautiful, your highness.
My dearest Marquise, I have given this matter a great deal of thought over the time spent together, and I have reached a decision. Will you do me the honor of marrying my daughter?
Your majesty, it would give me great pleasure if her highness were to consent.
Dear Marquis, I consented the moment I saw you.
And now, your majesty, I just may have one last request of you.
What is it, my son?
That you were to grant knighthood to my faithful servant, Puss-n-Boots.
Come, Puss, kneel before me. I dub thee, Puss, a knight.
Hurrah for Sir Puss-n-Boots!